There is a very specific feeling that hits you when you arrive in a new environment to start a business. Maybe you've just moved to a new city where you don't know the street names, let alone the key players. Maybe you've moved to a new country with a completely different culture. Or maybe you are shifting industries entirely and you feel like a rookie again. That feeling is disorientation. It's the feeling of being the outsider. Voiceover during audience scene. And if you are an entrepreneur, that feeling is terrifying. Because your instinct is to move fast, to break things, to implement what worked for you in the past. But if you try to force your old map onto this new territory, you will get lost. I've seen brilliant business people fail because they tried to copy-paste their success from New York to Nairobi or from finance into farming. The key to succeeding in a new environment isn't about how quickly you can speak. It's about how deeply you can listen. If you want to plant roots in new soil, you need a three-phase approach: radical observation, genuine bridging, and adaptive action. First, radical observation. When you arrive, your ego wants you to be the expert. Suppress that ego. Your first month in a new environment shouldn't be spent pitching. It should be spent being a student. Become an anthropologist. Don't just look at the market data. Look at the street corners. How do people here make decisions? What do they value that isn't on a spreadsheet? What are the unspoken rules of trust in this specific community? In a new environment, assumptions are your enemy. Curiosity is your greatest asset, which leads to the second phase, genuine bridging. In an established market, you network. In a new environment, you need to build bridges. You are an unknown quantity. Trust is currently at zero. You cannot hack trust. You need local guides. You need to find the people who are already respected in that environment, the gatekeepers, the community leaders, and you need to earn their permission to operate. Don't approach them asking for favors. Approach them asking for insight. Ask them, what do outsiders usually get wrong about this place? Their answers will save you years of frustration. When a local guide vouches for you, you borrow their credibility until you've built your own. And finally, the hardest part, adaptive action. This is where you take your brilliant business idea and you break it. You have to be willing to let the new environment reshape your product or service. The core DNA of your business might remain the same, but the expression of it must adapt to the local flavor. Maybe the pricing structure needs to change to match the local economy. Maybe your marketing tone is too aggressive for a culture that values subtlety. If the environment pushes back against your idea, don't push harder. Pivot. Flexibility is far more important than your original business plan. Starting a business in a new environment is incredibly daunting. You will feel lonely. You will feel misunderstood. But I want you to remember this. Being the outsider is also